take a look at this. SXE2O hold urgent meeting on possible XRP settlement in Ripple lawsuit. The ongoing case brought by Ripple Labs about XRP, the Securities and Exchange Commission has unexpectedly arranged a meeting to discuss the possibility of reaching a settlement. In the ongoing legal dispute that has been going on for years regarding the regulatory status of XRP, this discussion behind closed doors may prove to be a turning point. During the emergency session, important matters will be discussed, such as the establishment of administrative processes and their resolution. The outcome of litigation claims regarding Ripple will also be a primary topic of discussion during this meeting. The outcome of this court dispute, which is based on the question of whether or not XRP is considered a security, has had enormous repercussions for Ripple as well as the cryptocurrency sector as a whole. In spite of this, the Securities Exchange continues to argue that the acts of the organization violated the regulations of the United States by issuing the token without the appropriate registration. A potential compromise has the potential to completely alter the feeling of security surrounding digital resources. A merger has the potential to have significant repercussions for the cryptocurrency industry, particularly with relation to the future of XRP. If the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple are able to come to an agreement, it may shed light on the coin's genuine position and have an effect on the way other cryptocurrencies are governed. As an additional point of interest, it is anticipated that the ruling in this case would establish a standard for the classification of digital assets. In particular, the exchange price of XRP has been subject to changes over the course of the case, which has caused stockholders to feel concerned. In the event that a settlement is reached, it has the potential to stabilize the value of the token and provide reassurance to those who held stakes in the project. At this point, however, the specifics of any deal are still unclear to the parties involved. Is it possible that this agreement will result in more extensive control reforms for virtual assets? The outcome of the case filed by Ripple is expected to have an impact on the way in which regulators in the United States treat the sector in the future. This meeting may not only have the capacity to influence the future of XRP, but it may also be a potential indicator of the broader ambitions for the blockchain sector as a whole. Ripple executives are the targets of SEC appeals. The latest legal developments around the XRP issue have captured the attention of a considerable chunk of the cryptocurrency community. Legal counsel James K. Peelin confirmed that the SEC has appealed Ripple's decision to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. Proponents of XRP, like Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larsen, have begun talking about this because of this move. Discuss the effects on Ripple's executives of the appeals path via the SEC. The unexpected appeal from the SEC, which resonated with the cryptocurrency market, is specifically targeted Ripple CEOs Garlinghouse and Larsen. This follows the SEC's earlier notice of appeal and the agency's failure to prove its charges in the initial case. These two occurrences happened very close together. Will XRP's price keep going up when the appeal is over? But even though the SEC recently appealed, XRP's price still went up by almost 2 cents, reaching 53 cents. This happened despite the fact that its trading volume fell by 32%, stopping at $1.20 billion. In the last day or two, discussions around Ripple's low system, the company's on-demand liquidity have picked back up steam, with many wondering if the recent sales were a factor in the SEC's accusations. Such sales are normal for Ripple and have nothing to do with the charges leveled against the company's leadership, as Bill Morgan made plain. The SEC's appeal is aimed squarely at Ripple's leadership. There have been numerous legal hurdles, yet the price of XRP has remained unchanged. In relation to the allegations leveled against executives at this time, EOS sales are not engaged. The appeal is still in the development stages, therefore the market is being cautious. The Ripple community is closely watching the latest SEC strategy, while many others are guessing about its consequences. At the end of this process, XRP's standing in the cryptocurrency market can change significantly. Everyone concerned is getting ready for what might be a drawn-out legal battle. Fred Ruspoli, a legal expert, said that Ripple may have a better shot of winning the case that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed. According to Ruspoli, Ripple's chances of winning the case improve when an impartial panel of judges preside over the proceedings. Judges who show a propensity to rule in the government's favor may give the Securities and Exchange Commission a 70-80 chance of winning. Is Ripple's victory over the SEC likely? According to Ruspoli, who spoke on the Thinking Crypto podcast, Ripple's chances could be good if the Second Circuit's appellate judges are fair. He stressed the need of knowing the names of the 3 judges assigned to the case within the framework of this likelihood. Our story on August 7 detailed how the SEC faction has announced its plan to appeal Judge Analisa Torres' ruling. The XRP community is still unsure if Torres' fee finding about the programmatic sales from last year will be included in this appeal or if it will just include the $125 million penalty. According to Fred Rispoli, the CC has the authority to challenge any and all claims. Both the penalty decision and the complete summary judgment are included by the notice of appeal. Could the SE collapse? The Second Circuit Court might reverse Torres' conclusions and side with the SE. According to Rispoli's hypothetical, it was noted by him that Stuart Alderodi, Ripple's chief legal officer, is now considering filing a cross appeal. Since the court is likely to uphold all verdicts instead of offering alternative perspectives, Rispoli characterized the failure to submit a cross appeal as foolish. He brought up the fact that if Ripple did this, their odds of prevailing on appeal would rise to 70. The legal issue, according to Rispoli's prediction, might drag on until January 2026. This time estimate is based on the time needed to complete the filing procedures for each party. The response from Ripple is expected in March, while the opening statement from the Securities and Exchange Commission is expected in December. Considering the lawsuit's timing, Rispoli noted that the cryptocurrency corporation needs to move forward with legislation. The decision that Torres made stating that XRP is not a security will remain valid until there is either regulatory clarification or an appeals decision. Since a decision in the case can have worldwide implications, Ripple's continuing dispute with the SEC has huge implications for the cryptocurrency sector. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission officials attempted to overturn a 2023 court decision that sided with Ripple. Although there was some hope that an American exchange-traded fund may replicate XRP's performance, its price fell sharply in the hours that followed. Earlier cryptocurrency week, the U.S. securities regulator rejected a 2023 ruling by Judge Torres that concluded secondary XRP sales do not qualify as security sales. The circumstance is outlined in the SEC Crypto Potato Appeal. Although Ripple's management claimed they weren't shocked and pledged to contest the appeal, the native token of the firm nevertheless saw an immediate and substantial drop. Before a small comeback and finding support near 53 cents, XRP fell from about 6 cents to about 51 cents. Based on XRP's performance following Ripple's maiden triumph after the SEC in December 2020, several industry professionals have predicted that the asset would burst in the following few months, indicating that the token's underpinnings are still healthy. Following the events, XRP became the most talked about cryptocurrency in the community. Though many remain curious as to the government agency's prospects of success in the appeal, the 6th SEC has not yet relinquished its struggle against Ripple and the cryptocurrency sector, despite multiple assaults in the previous few months. A lot of people were hoping that by 2023, the penalty against Ripple would have been reduced from the $2 that the FTC had wanted to $125 million instead. Trading advice should not be construed from the data that has been supplied. Any investments based on the information on this page are entirely at the investor's risk. We recommend that you do your own research and talk to an expert before making any investing decisions.